Hello and welcome to Jedi Journal. My name is Seta Nako, and this is part 3 of our Kyber healing meditation series. Up to this point, we've focused on the people that this meditation calls on us to work with. Now it's time to talk about our frame of mind. So, the very first lesson of the traditional Jedi Code is on emotion and peace. We teach Jedi students that our emotions can cloud our judgment, but when it comes to healing, it can also cloud our energy. The goal isn't to get rid of our emotions, though. Instead, it's to work through them. Of course, that's not always something we can do when we're called into a crisis. All kinds of emotions are bound to surface. We have emotions, and we shouldn't deny that. Knowing that we have these emotions and recognizing that sometimes you have to push them aside in order to focus on the crisis in front of you and then process them later is an unfortunate truth in our lives. However, there is also wisdom in knowing that the emotions you are experiencing need to be worked on right now and not later. Let's take the Kyber healing session we had back in 2021. On June 24th, 2021, a complex collapsed in Miami, and the resulting casualties were, unfortunately, 98 people. We called an emergency Kyber healing session, not really thinking about the emotional strife that participants may already be feeling going into the session. So we had 2 that day, and within that time frame, we actually ended up altering the meditation slightly. But let's just talk about what happened during that first one. So we didn't have many people that day, but we did have this one person in particular that was so absorbed in their need to be helpful that they didn't reach out to heal a person. Instead, they were carried into their mind space and were frantically casting aside rubble as though they were working at ground zero. This opened up Rosalind and I's eyes to the fact that we hadn't considered writing something into the meditation that helped us with this particular problem of people's emotions getting in the way. And it also showed that we needed to have serious talks with people about events like this one. Healing isn't always about bringing a person back to the world. Sometimes it's about being there in their last moments, letting them know in our own unique ways that there is no death, there is the Force. It may also be to bring strength to someone who is trying to comb through the rubble, that even though they find someone who died in the accident, that it will bring some closure to the surviving family and that it was not for nothing. As you can imagine, being put into a situation like this can cause anyone some kind of emotions when they go into a meditation aimed at healing. Here are some things to remember if you want to come to a session. 1, consider your own emotions about the event the session is targeting. 2, consider where you are emotionally altogether. Do you think that you might be compromised? And 3, what does your energy feel like today? All of these are factors. If you're going through something and those emotions are so strong, even if they're completely unrelated to the crisis, that you feel you can't pull away from those emotions, then it is more important for you to not show up and work on your emotions first. If you just want to, let's just say that you went through a bad breakup and were drinking the night before and you're just trying to get it all out of your mind, get over it. Let's be realistic. You're likely not in the right state of mind to focus your attention on helping another person. There is nothing wrong. There is no, I'm not strong enough. It is actually a strength if you admit that this is the case, that you need to engage in self-care before you help other people so that you are at your best and your energy does not somehow get in the way of helping another person heal. So what about those emotions you didn't expect, though? Like you're in the middle of this meditation, and as the Force is connecting you, you hear different emotions of other people, or maybe your own emotions are coming up. I mean, it's even possible that you're adopting the emotions of other people because you're just that open to the Force. You might be feeling the weight of this crisis in the middle of the meditation. We're not going to call you out. You're not, and all you're going to do is you're going to focus on that whole intention of trying to push your emotions to the side and letting them, like, they're there, but you will deal with them afterwards, because right now, this is what you need to focus on. For these instances, in the beginning, we give you a chant that you carry with you, and you can use it at any time during the meditation. These are my emotions. Be still and go in peace. Thank you for joining me today as we work towards awakening the Jedi within.